the deepest lake in the world and also the oldest. Lake Baikal. Today we are going to dive into the largest lake in Asia. Welcome to Mundo. This is the channel that shows the world as it really is. Our stop today is in Siberia, between the Irkutsk Oblast in the northwest and Buryatia in the southeast, near Irkutsk. In Russia. The closest city and often used as a starting point for exploring Baikal is Irkutsk, located about 70 kilometers from the lake. This location makes Baikal one of the most iconic natural gems in Asia. Baikal is so large that it has islands, from small to huge. With its 636 kilometers long and 79 kilometers at its maximum width, it is immense. To better visualize the size of the lake, we can compare it to a football stadium. Imagine that the Maracanã, one of the largest stadiums in Brazil, is about 200 meters long. If we were to place Lake Baikal inside a football field, it would be equivalent to more than 3,000 football fields lined up along its length. This comparison helps to illustrate the immensity and grandeur of this lake, which is the deepest in the world and has a total area of around 31,500 square kilometers. Lake Baikal has a surface area of 31,500 square kilometers, making it one of the largest lakes in the world. Its volume is so impressive that even if all the rivers on Earth poured their waters into it, it would take at least a year to fill it completely. This gives us an idea of its majesty. It is responsible for 22% to 23% of the planet's unfrozen fresh water. Its volume is greater than that of all the Great Lakes in North America combined. Around 300 rivers flow into Lake Baikal, making it an extremely rich habitat in biodiversity. It is home to approximately 1,085 species of plants and 1,550 species and varieties of animals, and is widely known as the Galapagos of Russia due to its ecological uniqueness. More than 60% of the animal species found in the lake are endemic, including 27 of the 52 species of fish that exist there. This uniqueness has led to Baikal being inscribed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, highlighting its environmental and scientific importance. In ancient China, Lake Baikal was known as the North Sea, reflecting its grandeur. However, to Europeans, Baikal remained largely unknown until the Russian expansion into Siberia in the 17th century. The first Russian explorer to reach the lake was Kurbut Ivanov in 1643, marking the beginning of the exploration and study of this natural gem. The Lake Baikal Railway, a major branch of the Trans-Siberian Railway, is 307 kilometers long and includes 40 tunnels along its route. Its construction was completed in 1904, transforming transportation in the region. Before that, the wagons were transported by barge from Port Baikal to Babushkin, highlighting the difficulty of crossing the area before the railway. Russians get emotional just talking about Lake Baikal. A Moscow scientist described it as a beautiful song that everyone learns in childhood. Its musical notes are many: magnificent coastlines, incredibly clear waters, and a variety of unusual creatures found nowhere else. From space, Lake Baikal looks like a half-open blue eye. Geologists theorize that in the distant past, a subcontinent drifting northward collided with Asia. The impact crumpled huge sections of bedrock like tinfoil and pushed the Earth's surface upward, forming the Himalayan mountain range. Some believe that the impact of the collision of the continents reactivated several deep rifts in Siberia. During construction, a major hydrogeographic expedition led by Fyodor Kyrilovich Strazhenko produced the first detailed atlas of Lake Baikal, a milestone in the study of this ecosystem. Baikal's antiquity and isolation have resulted in one of the richest and most unique freshwater faunas in the world, replete with endemic species that fascinate scientists and naturalists to this day. Lake Baikal was formed in a tectonic rift, or rift, where the Earth's crust is pulling apart. This process began about 25 to 30 million years ago, making Baikal the oldest lake in the world. It is located in an area where tectonic plates are moving apart, creating a fissure in the Earth's crust. This movement creates a deep valley that, over millions of years, has been filled with water from rivers and springs. The Baikal Rift is still expanding, pushing the lake's shores apart at a rate of about 2 centimeters per year. This not only keeps the lake geologically active, but also contributes to its increasing depth. Geological movements. Faults and frequent seismic movements in the region help shape the lake bottom, creating even deeper areas and maintaining its unique profile. The fault area is also seismically active, with hot springs and earthquakes occurring every few years. The only river that flows into Lake Baikal is the Angara River, a tributary of the Yenisei. Lake Baikal, estimated to be between 25 and 30 million years old, is one of the oldest lakes in geological history. Unlike other large lakes located at high latitudes, the sediments of Baikal were not significantly affected by continental glaciers during the ice ages. This has preserved its unique structure and ensured the continuous accumulation of sediments, which record millions of years of climate and environmental changes. Lake Baikal is completely surrounded by high, steep mountains, including the Baikal Mountains to the north. The region around the lake, encompassing the mountains and taiga, is protected as a national park, ensuring the preservation of its biodiversity and natural landscape. The lake is home to 27 islands, the largest of which is Alkan, measuring 72 kilometers in length, making it the third largest lake island in the world, that is, an island within a lake. Taking into account that Baikal is 455 meters above sea level and its lowest point reaches 1,085 meters below sea level, we can conclude that Baikal is one of the deepest depressions on Earth. With an average depth of 744 meters, the lake is deeper than most other lakes in the world. If you want to visit Baikal, you need to know this beforehand. The main tourist attractions around Lake Baikal include Listvianka, the Circumbaikal Railway, Alkan Island and Bargazinsky Bay. For adventure seekers, the Great Baikal Trail is the most popular trail. This volunteer project offers a scenic route along the Baikal coastline, stretching from Listvianka to Bolshoy Golustnoy. The entire trail is 55 kilometers long, but tourists usually only hike a portion of it, most notably the 25-kilometer section to Bolshikoti, a route that offers stunning views of the surrounding landscape. Lake Baikal begins to freeze around November and usually remains frozen throughout the winter until April. During this period, temperatures can drop significantly, reaching -30 degrees Celsius or even lower, especially in the remote areas around the lake. Baikal's ice is notable for its thickness, which can reach up to 1 meter or more in some areas. During the winter, the lake turns into a huge ice shelf, allowing activities such as ice walking, snowmobiling and even winter sports. The ice season is very popular with tourists who want to experience this unique experience, with the impressive view of the ice crevasses and the Baikal seals that migrate to the ice during the winter. Crossing the frozen lake is also possible during this period, creating an unforgettable experience for those who visit. The crystal clear water of the lake is home to an incredible variety of species, many of which are endemic, that is, they can only be found there. The fauna includes several species of fish, seals, as well as a wide variety of birds. A notable example is the Baikal seal. Known as the Baikal seal, Pusa sibirica, they are one of the most emblematic and unique features of Lake Baikal. They are the only species of seal that inhabits freshwater and can only be found in this lake, making them one of the most fascinating endemic species in the world. This species is unique in that it lives exclusively in freshwater, which makes it a rare case of evolutionary adaptation. The lake continues to sink at every moment. Tectonic plates are very important for life on Earth. Once again, tectonics shows its evolutionary role. Well, this video is coming to an end. Tell me in the comments what impressed you most about Lake Baikal. Subscribe to the channel, like it, and see you next time.